In this next example, let's take a look at pulling conditional probabilities from a table. So we have this table about the effectiveness of a flu vaccine, and we're going to select one person from the population. So the first one we're going to find is what is the probability that the person contracted the flu. Okay, so the way this is worded is that we are looking at everybody, right? We're not given any additional information about the person, who they came from, anything like that. So out of the 490 total people in this table, how many of them satisfied the criteria of having the flu? That would be 97 of them. So in these ones, maybe let's take this out to the nearest thousands, just to kind of get an idea of the size of the various probabilities that we're going to be finding. So this rounded to 3 decimal places would be about 19% or 0.198. Alright, so for the next one, what's the probability that the person contracted the flu given the person received the vaccine? Alright, so we are given some additional information on this one about the person. So we want to find the probability that the person contracted the flu given that they have the vaccine. Alright, so this one, I know that the person had the vaccine, so I'm not looking at everybody anymore. I only want to count people that have been vaccinated. So the number of people that satisfy that event, it would be 219. That builds my denominator. Out of those 219, how many of them satisfy getting the flu? So notice that I'm looking at for people that were vaccinated and had the flu. So at this point in time, this is kind of like my universe. I'm only allowed to look at these people right here, okay, because I was told that the person had been vaccinated. So then 21 people then had the flu out of the 219 that had been vaccinated. This probability, if we had maybe take it to a decimal form to the nearest thousandth, that would be 0.096. So what we're finding here is that there is about a 10% chance that if you've been vaccinated that you'll still get the flu based upon this data. Now, in this last example, what's the probability that the person received the vaccine given that the person contracted the flu? So this one's a little bit different. I want to find the probability that they received the vaccine given that they have the flu. So this would be kind of like I'm a doctor in the doctor's office, the person sitting in front of me has the flu, and I'm wondering the chances then that they had also gotten a vaccine as well. So at this point in time, the person has to have the flu. So I'm now looking at these people, right? They have to have the flu. So there are 97 people that have the flu. Out of those 97 people, how many of them got vaccinated? 21. So notice then they're still the same people that have both, but the change between these two problems is the given information changed the denominator I reported. So in this one, if we take this out to 3 decimal places, this will be 0.216. So what we're seeing here is that if you know that the person has a flu, there's going to be a 22% chance they had also gotten the vaccine. Right, so these ones are going to be a little bit different because of the criteria about what the person had to satisfy. This one, we know the person got the vaccine, and we're finding the chances that they then have the flu as well. This one, we know the person had the flu, and then we want to find the chances that they also got the vaccine.